Leo. Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. My name is Annie. How you guys doing? Happy to have you back, or for the first time ever, welcome to the newbies. We're going to do your October monthly tarot reading, so the first half will be love, relationship, romance messages. The second half will be career and finances, things regarding your money, that sort of situation. It will be timestamped below, so if you want to check down the box and hop directly to money, by all means, feel free. So I had something weird happen. I started recording your video and then it just cut off. So the thing is, I'm not even sure it was the main message that was meant to come out because it was very specific. A lot to do with pregnancy and babies and that kind of stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to include it in the end as a bonus, and I'll try and timestamp it. Know in advance it is about love and romance, but it is very specific, so it might not be your message. So hoping that this time around, because this is round 2 of me trying to record these, hopefully they'll be more general. So anyway, same thing applies for as my usual videos, but general messages here on YouTube. Not everything will fit your circumstance or scenario. Please only take away messages that fit your circumstance, that raise your vibration, that motivate you, inspire you, empower you. That's my goal with these videos here today. Yeah, pieces and parts of it will likely resonate, but if it doesn't, don't be offended. It just means it's not your message this week, and it won't be every time, okay? Everything else about this video will be in the description box below, including the decks I'm using here today, as well as my social media channels. I'm the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook, Instagram.com. If you want to book a personal, just shoot me an email. That information is down below. That's about it. Yeah, let's do it. All right, so spying on the person who doesn't know how they feel about you yet, it seems like there's a bit of a waiting game. It's not that your person isn't interested for sure. It feels like they just honestly don't know. They're testing the water. So it might be a water sign you're dealing with, a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. It feels like there's small bits of communication going back and forth. Sorry, my nose is runny. Small bits of communication going back and forth, but it's like you're kind of waiting for your person to take the lead and kind of be more upfront with what they're feeling or how they want to proceed. And this person just kind of seems like they're lost in their emotions a little bit. It kind of seems like they don't know. For a lot of you, it feels like your person recently got out of a long-term relationship, and so it's almost like universe's guidance to them would be maybe take it easy. Take an inning on the benches before you rush right into a relationship. And maybe this is you, Leo. Feel free to swap the characters. But it sort of feels like that's this person's pause or delay. It's like they just got out of something major. And even if it wasn't a relationship, it could have been just like a back-breaking job. And it's like they just need a minute to breathe. They need a minute to catch their breath. And so I guess I would say to you, Leo, either you're going to choose to be patient or let this one go, because nagging them and kind of needling them for a specific answer, it's not going to help them. It's going to have the opposite effect. This person especially may suffer from anxiety or depression or something where they just really need time to breathe, to take a moment to themselves. And so it's important for them to feel supported by the people they allow into their life, and they may sense that you're getting kind of agitated or antsy. And so that might be their delay in responding is because they just don't know yet. So what's the potential outcome for this? It might be another fire sign as well. It could be an Aries you're dealing with. Yeah, 4 of Cups. It's not a bad card, but it's not she doesn't know. That's literally what the 4 of Cups is. It's indecision. 4 is a plateau. It's a safety zone. It's a comfort zone, but sometimes it's a false comfort zone. It's like, nobody move, we're going to stay exactly where we are. But obviously where you are currently in this relationship, you're like, you want to know more. Where are we? Is this going to be anything? Are you in? Are you out? That's what I mean. It feels like this specifically, it's kind of unknown right now. And I don't mean that as a cop-out, but I don't think this person has decided. So in a positive way, it doesn't mean that they've X'd you off the list. Not by any means. They're just trying to figure out if they're ready to date, or if they have time to date, or if they have room in their heart to accept someone else in. That came flying out. Here's what I think. This is a very positive card. I think there will be positive communication. I think this person will continue to communicate with you as long as you're not pressing them for, let's put a title on it, let's put a ring on it, whatever the situation is. If you give them some space, I think they're going to have an epiphany or a revelation This is sometimes what I would consider like a victory or a positive card, things working out in your favor. That's not going to be everyone's scenario, but it's like if you have the ability to just keep your emotions in check and not rush into anything or force your person to feel like they have to do that, I think you might just have some success with this relationship. That's sort of what I see. So that's one message. Let's do a couple messages for Leo. Let's get something else. For Leo's love life. New messages for Leo. What do they need to know about love and romance? I have like no concept of time now because I did your first video and like I said, it got cut off. It was the weirdest thing. So whatever. Sign from the universe. Moving on. Leo's love life. Leo. What does Leo need to know about love? Sometimes I just get the impression it's like switch decks. That's not the right deck. Leo's love life. Tell me about Leo's love life. Whoa. Too many cards. We'll take those two. Ay. Okay. Seven of Swords. I don't like that. Reciprocity. I do like that. Looking for balance in a relationship, especially someone who, something about your children, so I'm assuming this is, well, I shouldn't assume anything, but particularly if you're a single parent, you may have been not the victim, but essentially your person may have cheated on you or not been faithful, and you have children together, and now you're trying to navigate life with all those scenarios going on. So what can I tell my Leos who relate to that? And I will do another message too for those who don't relate to this, but Ace of Pentacles reversed. So it's time to sow the seeds, but you're not going to see the results of what you're planting for a while. I was going to say for a few seasons. So similar to that message, Leo, if you just got out of I'm going to say a difficult relationship, especially with, like infidelity, maybe it was you know, I don't know who's who here, but it's kind of like you're being asked to balance your own scales again, to get back your own equilibrium. It's almost, I don't know why it's being relayed to me as like taking some time for your own mental health, taking some time to, it really is the same message, not jump into a relationship immediately. Why do I want to say a rolling stone gathers no moss? I don't really think, I know what that metaphor means, but I don't really know how it totally connects to this, but maybe that means something to someone out there. This is saying focus on your work. You're going to have more, if this is your scenario, right? You might be in like a clouded headspace where you're not really looking to date for the right reasons. And no offense, there's no judgment here, but it's almost like you're looking to fill a void or fill a gap, but it's more just for the sake of feeling like you have someone to lean on, like a shoulder to cry on, but it doesn't feel like it's substantial enough where there's love and romance and flirtation. And even if that's the case, I feel like it's almost rose-tinted glasses of what you're wanting a relationship to be versus what it really is. I love my earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but I have to say there's a message here of rushing into something, almost like a rebound with an earth sign, only they're so dull. It's like you're lying to yourself. It is a little bit superficial, the idea of, oh, well, this is my girlfriend, this is my boyfriend, this is my person, but you're not even that into them, and I mean, I gotta be honest, Leo, that feels kind of cruel. So yeah, if you're gonna put yourself out there and be in it, then be in it, right? Like no half-ass lackluster dating. Like either you're in it or you're not. And I have to be honest with what the cards are saying, especially if you recently went through an issue with infidelity or divorce, or if you're a single parent, it might not be just the right time. This is not a death sentence, right? This is by no means forever. But right now it's like, focus on work. Put your energy into something that could be productive. And with all this earth energy, this seed energy, that's money, right? So anyway, gosh, Leo, this is a tricky one this week, isn't it? All right, let's see. New messages in love for Leo. For Leo, my Leo squad. Brand new messages for those who don't relate. Let's do single and look-in, or in the beginnings of a relationship. Tell me about that for Leo, for my Leo gang. Those sexy lions. Tell me about Leo's love life. Single and looking. All right, right, so potential for dating, definitely. Possibly decision. You may have two options. Some of you, there's a twin involved, and you actually end up catching feelings for the other brother or the other sister. Interesting. All right. So you're at a bit of a crossroads there. It's like, who do I want to progress with? And it doesn't have to be twins. That was very specific for some of you. You may be a twin, Leo. Maybe that's why it's coming up. But yeah, it's like I think a lot of you, especially if you're on the dating scene, the apps or whatever, you have options. That's very common, especially for my Leos. But you're at a point where it feels like one or both are wanting to take it to the next level. And I mean, personally, rightfully so, that you're not looking to make promises to more than one person about long term, right? So I just heard go with the Pisces. So if it's between a Pisces and someone else, I just got to be honest, go with the Pisces or the Scorpio. That's looking very promising. You guys are going to go to some party together, like a children's party. I don't know if it's like your cousin or your niece or your nephew. It feels like a family barbecue or someone's birthday. You may end up inviting this person over to like meet the family. Yeah, especially your Pisces. And they are going to be very good with children, as well as animals. This Pisces may have a dog or some cute animal that you've fallen in love with, that you like to cuddle with. All right, what else? What else do we need to know about this? Some of you are going to go on a fun, absolutely, a day trip to like meet the family. And so maybe it's on their end. Maybe you Leo, you may actually get invited to attend some sort of social party, social scenario, social distance. Be safe, Leo. But yeah, it's like, come meet the family. Come meet grandma and grandma. And again, like the pets, the dogs, the kids. This is a great card about money and inheritance, but we're not there yet. So maybe that'll come up again. But yeah, this is about going on trips with people. It may also involve a Cancer. You may be going to see a Cancer who lives very far away. Certainly, it could be romantic, but it could also just be your best friend. And if that's the case, it's almost like your best friend that you've known for a while. Like you probably already know their family. You may have been neighbors or grown up together. Something about seeing them and their family. It seems positive. Bits of confirmation. Someone who's Pisces again. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. There's a lot of water elements. And again, I'm being called to say you may have choices between those. So I know we don't always have the luxury of knowing people's signs, like zodiac signs. But what can I say? The messages come up for a reason. Someone who's a dancer, or someone who's almost like psychic, like gifted, like an intuitive, tarot card reader, or whatever it is, right? Someone who's very like mystical. You may be going into little like crystal shops with them, or doing something kind of, like spiritual, or like a little occult shop. They may buy you a book that has to do with like palm reading or tarot reading, or you may get that for them. Something about that. Anyway. Call your mother. Why are you not calling your mother? Or maybe that's what you're telling your person. Because the mother's tricky to deal with. So this person may also, if they invite you to like a barbecue or a party, they may be like, listen, just to preface this thing about my mother, someone has like mommy issues. It's not impossible, but it's almost like the mother is very headstrong, and so is this person. This might be you, Leo. I'm just putting it out there. And so there's frequently a little bit of tension between whoever and the mother. So it's not impossible. It's not going to ruin the day, but know that in advance and like mentally prepare for it so that, so that you don't end up popping off. We'll leave it at that. I don't know what else to say about that message. It seems positive, though. It seems cute. It seems like your date is going to invite you to meet the family or go to a party, and I don't know how you feel about that, but I mean, the cards look positive, so just beware the mother. Maybe kill with kindness. Kill with kindness for the mother. Bring her flowers, or I'm not the one who's like, oh, kiss their ass, but if you know this person is difficult, make it easy for yourself. You know what I mean, Leo? All right, moving on. One more message on love, and then we're going to hop into career and finances. I like that one the best. The other ones seem kind of complicated. Ew, I'm not taking reversals. I'm so done reading reversals today. All my decks have been upside down. I can read reversals, I just choose not to, quite frankly. Because you can get the same messages upright, it just depends what they're clarified with. I don't like reading reversals. Alright, anyway, moving on. And we get more reversals. Alright, I understood. Universe is like, you're going to read the reversals when I tell you to. So there's a Gemini that you're dumping, or a Gemini that dumped you. There was something about they were greedy. They were all about that money. It may have been I heard like a marriage of convenience, but it was someone who had dollar bill signs in their eyeballs. I don't know. Was this you, Leo? I mean, it's a Gemini and something. Maybe, this might be your parents. Like your father may be getting remarried to someone who's like half his age or vice versa. It could be your mother. Yeah, actually, for a lot of you, that's what this feels like, and you don't approve of them. So, again, relationship message is not necessarily romantic, but... So why is this message coming through? What does Leo need to know about this? Move out of the house. Yeah, especially if you're living with parents and you don't get along with them, it's time to move on. It's time to find a place of your own because it's going to bring you peace of mind. Yeah, it feels like constantly walking on eggshells. And this might not be a parent, but whoever you're living with, if there's a lot of tension and aggravation there, it's like a ticking time bomb. Yeah, there's a lot of like aggression energy. And it's saying like, yeah, moving out would be, I think it would be a mental release for you. It would be good for your mental health. Also, you're going to get to have sex a lot more if you're living by yourself. There's a Capricorn coming in who's steamy, who's laced with sexuality. This card has come out a lot. Yeah, someone who you maybe went to an amusement park with once before, or someone who's a thrill seeker. They might be like a Sag Cap Cusper. Something about the amusement park. 8 of Wands. You've gotten this card a few times, so maybe a Sagittarius or a Capricorn. Things look fun and steamy. Someone who just bought a car, or I don't know if you met them at a car dealership or at the auto body place, or they were your Uber driver. Something about this person. I mean, I know this is weird, but like a car was involved. I'm not getting the details of it, but yeah. I don't know, yeah, whatever. That's not my job to figure out. You'll know if it's your message. Anyway, but they got a rockin' body. Some of you met them on a dating app. And, okay, something about they were posed with their car. So, yeah, it's a little bit kind of materialistic. Maybe it does have to do with this. I don't know. This person may be a model or work in, like the adult film industry. There's something very sexual about their nature. I'll be honest, though. I mean, I'm not judging. I'm not getting bad vibes. They're just a very sexual person. That doesn't interest you, right, Leo? I'm just kidding. I know that interests you. Let's see. And they don't leave you hanging. They're pretty forward and blunt about what they want with you. Also, don't judge a book by its cover, too. This person may not be your type. But yeah, they're like a sexual dynamo, so if the chemistry is there, I mean, I say go for it. I'm getting like not the Pisces. What's the deal with the Pisces? Why not the Pisces? And I love my Pisces, right? This is just one message for some of you. Why not the Pisces? Spirit is saying no with the Pisces. What's the deal with that? Oh, because they're like a booty call person. They only call you when they're horny or when they're drunk. Yeah, because the Pisces is a cheater. The Pisces is constantly surrounded. The Pisces is a player, male or female, doesn't matter. Yeah, the Pisces has a lot of numbers in their phone, and they send you like the 2 a.m. like you up text. The Spirit is saying no. We're done with the Pisces. Yeah, interesting. All right, that's kind of what I got for love. Let's talk about career and finances, right? Let's get down to it. Let's do it. All right. How are we for time? Oh my goodness. All right, career and finances. Here we go. Here I go. All right, career and finances for Leo. So money is okay, but it's a little tight. Watch your spending in the next month or so. You're gonna get by. Again, 4s are all about the safety zone, the comfort zone. But you like, in order to gain more money, essentially you may have to take a risk and sacrifice something, let something go in order to make room for new abundance in your life. But essentially, it's kind of like, as I said earlier, nobody move. Don't touch anything. It's very like, be careful. Be careful with money going in and money going out. Just be aware of it. Some of you, if you're planning on moving, it's saying save every penny. Even if you're not planning on moving, I'm being told to say save every penny because you may actually be moving and you don't even know it yet. In fact, that feels super important. I don't know why. So Leo, I'm talking to you. Even if you're like, I have no plans of moving, I just got here, save your money because you may actually be moving. Yeah, that's really important. Anyway. especially if you live in the city. You may be moving in with your mother. Ain't no shame there, right, guys? I'm kidding. I live with my mother right now, temporarily, but, you know. She's a peach. I love my mother. All right, anyway. Yeah, a mother or your Cancer. Oh, my gosh. Let's see. You actually had a lot of people come out. So you're surrounded by people. Does this have to do with your job? This could be if you have many children, too, under one roof, or many people under one roof. Many students. Yeah, I'm almost getting like people in rows, in desks, in seats, and again, social distance, be safe. But I don't know. Some of you are you a spiritual figure in like some sort of commune, or that's not the right word, like not a church figure, but I guess it could be like a spiritual leader of sorts. Some of you may be going on some sort of like spiritual retreat, and it seems like you're going to be the main focal point of that. Like, and so like let's bring this down to a more wider audience, right? This could be you leading a group in meditation, leading some sort of athletic group, leading some sort of, I don't know, photography group, whatever it is. It seems like there's like a congregation of people learning things from you, asking lots of questions. You may be being interviewed by the press. Wow, Leo, my little celebrities over here. There's public interest in you. So that seems really good. But you're pleading the fifth. You're being silent. What's that about? You're submitting your thoughts in written word. You're not necessarily vocalizing it. Gosh, that's confusing. That doesn't make sense to me, but hopefully it makes sense to someone out there. You have a Virgo, you have a Sagittarius here, you have a Leo, and you have 2 cards of Cancer. So this could be a crew of filmmakers. This could be a crew of musicians, a band. This could be, yeah, some sort of, like a group of 4 or 5, something like that. You guys are going to do something very important together. You seem to be the one who's very wise. You have the most wisdom, or like you're the chosen scribe. If you guys are like, I don't know, like filing a complaint together, maybe you're in a union, you seem to be the one submitting all the documentation in the forums and writing the strongly worded letter. So I don't even know what to do with this. What are we doing here? All right, I'm going to wrap this message up because it's not giving me anything. I don't like this message. I mean, it's not bad. If it makes sense to you, it's confirmation. Take it and run with it. But, like, it's not. It's all people. I don't know what to do with this. It's all people. There's a psychic. There's someone who likes to travel. There's another person who's traveling through the mountains. There's a wine connoisseur. There's someone who drinks a lot. I don't know what that's about. Yeah, which way are you guys going to choose to fight this together or individually? This feels like a court case. Expect the unexpected, anticipate the attack, like offense and defense. Yeah, this is like anticipating, not what could go wrong. I'm not trying to put fear in your heart, but there's a message here of, yeah, the best, what is it? The best offense is a good defense, or something about that is important. This feels like teams of people going up against each other. Maybe it's political, maybe it's, I don't know, Leo. I don't even know what to do with this message. Sorry, I know I'll let you down on that one. I'm not feeling it. I don't like that message because it's not giving me anything. New message. Tell me about Leo's money. Money and career. Sometimes you just gotta say fuck it. All right, here we go, Leo. Maybe I'll timestamp this one instead. Welcome to your career and finances reading. Yeah, opening up a bar, hospitality, entertainment. Yeah, opening like a jazz club. Something where there's liquor served. It could also, well, it doesn't have to be liquor. It could be a coffee shop, opening your own little bakery, your own restaurant. Obviously, I know that's probably not a good time to do it now, but it's saying you may as well work on the idea because you're going to have many loyal patrons. Yeah, it's like, especially if you're very spiritual, you're having dreams about this. It's like your angel gang, your spirit guides, God, universe, whatever you believe in. It's like they're trying to get you to go down this path, and it's like all the indication, yeah, again with this card, all the indications are there. Go, travel, take action, do it, move towards it. What's your pause? What's your delay? It's probably financial. I mean, I know this is kind of like a harsh message, but it's like, quit finding reasons why you shouldn't. Focus on the reasons why you should. Happiness, joy, like potential great streams of income coming in the future, but you got to build it first. You got to step towards it. Some of you should go see a counselor or a psych therapist or a psychologist because it's going to help you sort through a lot of your untamed thoughts. And like, there's no shame, there's no judgment, there's no stigma there. It's saying you got a lot going on in your brain. No wonder you're exhausted. You should get it out. You should speak about it to a professional, or you should participate in hobbies, creative hobbies, I assume, that are cathartic, that allow you to exercise those feelings, those emotions, those thoughts from you. Painting, poetry, maybe you write lyrics, maybe you, I don't know, paint pictures, whatever that is. Yeah, you are you're a very creative person. Are you finding healthy outlets to express your creativity? You should. A lot of you are going to be art designers or interior designers. You're going to help people organize things in their home, lighting fixtures, making sure things look nice. And it could be establishments, businesses. Some of you may be like, like designing the interiors of, I don't know, of hotels, of banks, of vacation homes. There's money to be made there. Again, with the amusement park and the theme park. Okay. Oh, are you watching? I know who you are. Yes, I know a Leo who works at an amusement park. All right, what can we tell her specifically for her? Tell me about the amusement park. What the fuck is up with that? Strength, all right, Leo card. Okay, the doors will open back up, but it's probably going to be a while. It's like, come back in, the key, right? Yeah, the doors will open again, but it's like, it's biding your time. So, yeah, it'll happen eventually, but anyway. Sorry, I got sidetracked there. Again, fancy spaces, hotels, something about the like wealthy properties, real estate, something where there's a lot of money being put into these very extravagant, lavish spaces. Maybe you're an architect. Some of you are going to be wedding planners, or some of you are going to elope and get married to someone you work with. Specifically, it could be another Leo or a male fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Something about superheroes. I don't know if you're writing a comic book or making t-shirts, or maybe you're writing your own story about a superhero. There's money to be made there. In fact, it's something about networking with, I don't know if it's like Comic-Con type people, something about that kind of world. You're going to network with someone and they may be your future spouse, your future husband or wife, something like that. There was an air sign that offered you something and then took it away, or it could have been an interview you went on and you thought you slam dunked it, but it's like them that you never heard back. It was either an offer taken back or something that seemed like a false lead. That's how I would say it. So what's the deal with that? What can I tell Leo about? It feels like a job interview where you're like, oh, it's in the bag, and then you never heard back. What's the deal with that? Save your money. That message keeps coming up. Here's the thing. I think they will reach out again. And it might even be a different interview that you get. But yeah, specifically the one where it's like they pulled it back. There's absolutely something to be salvaged there. There's something very positive that comes out of it. So on the off chance that you don't hear back, know that, you're going to get another offer. Some of you should be working in clothing design or costuming, doing something with materials, sewing machines. It could even be like knitting or something about making hats or shoes, belts, jewelry. Yeah, costuming. Costume designers. Or you're going to have a reason to dress up. Maybe it's for a Halloween party. Maybe you're going to make your own costume. Careful that you're turning off all your electrical appliances. Just be wary of turning everything off before you leave the house. You don't want your toaster to catch on fire or something. Just be really cognizant of fire hazards. Be really cognizant of that. And if there's a fire alarm at your place of work, trust that they're not just fooling with you. Like, take the proper precautions. Ugh, Leo, these messages are like weird this time around. What is with this? Yeah, again, go see a therapist or a psychologist if you're really struggling, if you're really depressed, if you're struggling to get out of bed in the morning. Yeah, if it feels like there's rain clouds over your head all the time and you just can't kind of pull yourself out of it. You're emotionally overwhelmed, and I'm sure it does have to do with stress about money. So for those looking for a job, what can we tell them? You're closing out this cycle of anxiety. You're going to go back to a job that you already had before. The world, this is like a graduation. And judgment. Judgment is going back to the past to like wake the dead because you're not done with something. There's still unfinished business there. It's saying you thought you closed out a cycle at a job, a chapter in your life or whatever. And this is a positive message. It's saying you're not done yet, baby. You're going to go right back to it. And it doesn't have to be the job you just left or you just got fired from or whatever. This could be something you did years ago that you probably enjoyed, because I asked, what can we tell people who are feeling lost in their mind and overwhelmed and anxious, and what do I do? And you're going to go back to an old job. That's what you're going to do. So reach out to someone that you already worked with who still works at that place, because they're going to help you. Yeah, especially a Sagittarius is going to be very helpful to you in that capacity. Yeah, I know it's hard to hear, guys. Like, there's a lot going on in the world right now. I'm very sympathetic to that. But you catch more bees with honey. That's what I want to say. Sinking deeper into these dark thoughts of kind of a little bit like, woe is me. It doesn't do anything for you. So if that's you and you're really struggling, you need to seek an outlet for help. That's very important here. And if it's just a matter of like getting yourself back out there, getting some sunshine, going to see some friends, do that. Because it's like the universe always matches your vibe. So if this is your vibe, that's why you're getting peanuts. That's why nothing is coming in. Force yourself to be happy. And I know that's hard sometimes, right? But tell yourself positive things in the morning, right? Tell yourself you're going to get the job when you go on that interview. You got nothing to lose. Positivity. Yeah, catch more bees with honey. All right, yeah, again, clothing and costuming is going to be huge for you. And if any of you have a startup or a company, you may be designing logos or doing graphic design, the lion will be very significant to you. And that could be someone's name, like a last name. But yeah, because you are Leo the lion, the iconography, however you want to say it, the icon of a lion, that might be the solution to your problems. Lion. And that might be something about a cat, too. If it's not a lion, it might be a cat. Some of you are very spiritual. You again, like spiritual leaders, you bring comfort to people who have lost loved ones. You offer your warmth, your compassion, your sympathy. You may talk to people about very, very deep things, very spiritual things. I never ever predict death on my channel, but you may have someone in your life, a relative or a friend, who lost someone very significant in their life, and it's sort of saying like, you're the rock in that person's life, so make time for them, be there for them. In fact, that's also the solution to getting you out of this headspace of can't get out of bed. And maybe this isn't you, maybe this is representing someone in your life. It does need to be dealt with, though. It does need to be illuminated. Like there needs to be some sort of recognition of what's going on, and then taking proper steps to change it, to fix it, to make things better. So for those of you who are just kind of, I will say this, have the luxury of being at a job where it seems pretty safe, but you're just not passionate about it, you're staying there because it gives you anxiety, the idea of facing your fear and actually like walking away to explore something new. It's because you would be the newbie. I don't think you want to be a fish out of water again. It seems like you have this mentality of, oh, it's too late to restart my career. It's too late to go back to school. You're wrong. It's never too late. And that's why your Four of Pentacles came up earlier. It's holding on to things, but it's holding on to them out of fear. I need this because I just do. Spirit is kind of saying, again, you may need to sacrifice something and release it, let go. Maybe it's a job you've fallen out of love with in order to pursue something that actually lights your fire. Pages are typically children or students. It's saying you may have to go back into this mentality of being the student, of learning how to do something, but it's something you're probably far more passionate about. These cards make it seem like for my Leos who are still employed, it just kind of seems like you're at a job where it's very lackluster. You're so not into it anymore, but you're too afraid to leave. I don't know, I mean, I'll be honest, me as a reader, I tend to swing more in the direction of take a chance, you never know. You know, I would rather try something than fail than never try it and live in that state of regret or shoulda, coulda, wouldas, right? There are no mistakes in life. There are lessons to be learned. If you look at it like that, it's less intimidating to start in that direction that you're dreaming of. Yeah, you guys are very creative. Of course you are. You're fire signs. You have great visual eyes, great visual aesthetic, the way something should look. including bodies. So are you a model? Are you a fitness coach? Are you a fitness expert? Yeah, a lot of you are grappling with a decision to go back to something in the past that you were more excited about. And yeah, the opportunity is still there, especially during your childhood. You may have had what you thought was like a silly dream to be something during your childhood. It might just turn out that that's exactly what you're going to do. And the only person stopping you is you. Yeah, it's like you got to look yourself in the mirror and be really honest. So that message about that's pretty much what I got for you. I'm going to do one more thing about money, but the thing about the theme park, I have a friend, as I said, who works at a theme park, but I actually feel like that message is for a majority of a lot of you, so maybe it might not be about the theme park, but it's about the message there. So what is this, like, the gates are going to open back up? That might be for anyone at a job who is, like, furloughed. Of course it's going to open eventually, but it's like a matter of time. So what are we trying to tell Leo here? If they're waiting, to be called back, what is the advice or guidance? Focus on your hobbies and your art projects. The man at the ocean or the man at the sea? Is there someone, a relative you're supposed to go visit at like their lake house or their beach house, or I don't know. Or do you run or jog on the beach or by the water? There may be some sort of happenstance where you meet somebody there, and I don't know what to do with it, but yeah, it's lucky. It's fortuitous. It's divinely guided. Something with a man. It could be a man with a plan, a man that could give you a job. And then, okay, there's a different message about stolen goods or stolen property. It's a lead weight. You keep thinking about what was stolen from you, but it's like you either need to take action of like a lawsuit or let it go and stop focusing on it because it's festering inside of you. But that message has come through a lot. It's like something is eating away at you, but you're not doing anything about it. And this is by no means a personal attack on you, Leo, but it has to do with if there's something you're struggling with, take action on it to make it better. Or in the case of just holding on to grudges or resentment, Scorpio, anyone? Let it go. It's not serving you. It's becoming burdensome. It's like an anchor around your foot that you're dragging around. This may be indicative of a relationship that went sour, whether it was with your boss or your boyfriend, your girlfriend, but you're still carrying around the mental baggage. Universe is like, snip, we're done with that. We're done with it. All right, back to this message about the furlough thing. Start a garden. Do any of you have a green thumb? Are you particularly good at growing flowers and crops and berries? And maybe buy a plant. Buy a little cactus. Buy some flowers. I don't know what that's about. Maybe you're supposed to work in floral design, a floral arranger or something. Some of you have anxiety about going back to work and working with a different teams. It might be because the company has had to change up so much that you're going to be working with all new people. And Spirit is saying, again, you're absolutely right. You will be working with new people. So you can either let that stop you and choose a different job and put out applications somewhere else, or you can accept, you are going to be a fish out of water and that you're going to be working with a whole new group of people. It's like, why are you stressing about the inevitable? But also, why are you stressing about things that aren't even here yet? They're not even before you. So it's like, focus on the here and the now. Leo, this was like a very unusual message. None of them were bad. I just feel like I was barely grasping at them. So anyway, let's get you a couple more cards about money. Let's do a new deck. Tell me about Leo's money in the month of October. I think the Four of Pentacles kind of says it all. I think money's gonna be tight, but not impossible. All right, wrapping it up for Leo. Tell me about Leo's money. In the next month or so, tell me about Leo's money. Yeah, it's going to be tight. So you do have Queen of Pentacles coming in, but it's almost like if Queen of Pentacles is like the Earth Mother, seeds that grow into flowers, they've been planted, but they haven't sprung up from the earth yet. So if you're not doing that now, metaphorically plant the seeds. But money, I'm going to be honest, Leo, it might be a little bit of a struggle right now. And for some of you, it's like a tapped well. It's the universe trying to get you to see if you're not making money at a certain thing anymore and you're not passionate about it, well, that's a sign. Fresh start, new beginning. Chase that dream, all your wishes and hopes and dreams. If you haven't even tried to go after any of it, now is the time. Now is the time to sign contracts, Libra season, right? If it's something you're passionate about, go after it. Chase your dreams. All right, Leo, that's what I got for you. Thanks for tuning in. Please do like, share, subscribe. Have a beautiful October, and I will see you soon for more tarot. Bye. So, 6 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups. You got 6, 7, 8, 10, 8. All right, is that someone's phone number or zip code? 6 of Pentacles is a great card to start off with. It means there's reciprocity. There's balance in a relationship coming to you. Something that you've been making wishes on. I'm actually getting images from the movie Labyrinth. Have you guys ever seen that? Something about bubbles in the air, like making wishes. And I think in that movie it turns into some trippy dream where she's at the, like, not like a prom, but at some party with crazy costumes and gowns. Maybe this has to do with some wish you have being manifested around Halloween. I don't know if you're going to a Halloween party. Be safe, social distance, right? But I'm not here to be the heavy. That's your responsibility. But yeah, something about people wearing costumes. So you may meet somebody. And if it's not a costume like a Halloween party, it could be someone's profession by nature. It has like a uniform or a costume. Do you understand what I mean? Something that you've sort of been putting out in the universe. So that leads me to believe that this isn't new. This is someone that you're probably crushing on or have feelings for, or maybe you've gone out once or twice. It seems like you're setting the intention of taking it to the next level, if that makes sense to any of you. For some of you, there's going to be pregnancy in your life. It could be you, Leo, but to be honest, I'm sort of getting like an older sister or a younger sister. Or if you don't have a sister, maybe it's your sister-in-law or something about that. Yeah, it's a very interesting message. I am actually not certain that it is you. I think it's someone in or around your family, but it's coming up in your spread. So that means it's significant in your life somehow. Maybe you're going to be an aunt. Maybe you're going to be an uncle. I think more than anything, the reason being is that it's getting you to think about your own children, if you want to have children or if you already have children. There's a message here about checking in with your children. You better check the children. Isn't that a line from some horror movie, When a Stranger Calls? Getting all these movie references. Any filmmakers in the house? So, let's see. Okay, so it gets complicated because I don't know if these messages are related. I know that sounds kind of weird, but like I only see the storylines that come through, and sometimes they're yours and sometimes pieces of them are or aren't. So anyway, take it with a grain of salt. But some of you are already married, but you're dreaming of someone else, even though you're sleeping in the same bed as one person, but you're dreaming of someone else. So to be honest, Spirit is saying if the feelings are already... It's almost like it's a passionless marriage. There's no feeling left in it. It's run its course, and I'm sure for some reason it did serve a purpose in your life, Leo. But ultimately, like Spirit, Universe, God, it's sort of saying, why are you avoiding the inevitable? Like it's almost like, what is that expression? What is the expression? It's like don't... Oh my God, it's on the tip of my tongue. It's like, don't make this a longer scenario than it needs to be. Rip the Band-Aid off. I guess that's an easier way of saying it. I think you don't want to hurt this person, but you both know. This would not be a shocker to your person. You both know that it's just not working between you, especially with an Aquarius or a Gemini. And I mean, use your logic, right? You know, if you're a happily married man or woman, then this might not be your story. But yeah, if you're in a marriage or a long-term relationship and it's exhausting, it feels like Spirit is giving you the go-ahead to maybe search elsewhere. That's exactly what 8 of Cups says. It says it's not emotionally fulfilling anymore. I'm dreaming of something else or someone else or living my best life in another city. This is an ending. It's a brutal ending. It's not a fun ending, but ultimately because it's with swords, it's saying, what knowledge do you walk away from this ending? What have you learned about yourself? What have you learned about the relationship, right? It's not a death sentence by any means. It's just saying like, wow, we went through something and that wasn't quite what I wanted or anticipated, but next time around, I'm gonna crush it. And that's what this card is kind of about. This is like moving on with a lot of verve and energy and zest and enthusiasm. It's your element, Leo, right? It's the wand. So it's getting the passion back. It's getting the excitement back. For a select few of you, if you are, for some of you, it's funny, this message has been coming up a lot in Libra season. Some of you may be having trouble conceiving, and it's putting a wedge in the romance of your life because it's almost like become a chore. It's like you're trying to get to the end goal, but you're not even appreciating like the act of physical love. I can't believe I just said that. But you understand what I mean, right? You're kind of missing the point of like your spirits, your bodies, your energies connecting to the point where it's just like, where's the pregnancy test? Did it work this time? And it's saying like, gosh, Leo, you're kind of missing the actual point of all this. Something about this card just kind of reminds me of, I'm not going to say that word. What's a polite way of saying it? Sperm. Shooting off. You get what I'm saying, Leo, right? It's not a lost cause, especially with this card, right? I mean, let's just look at it. There's heavy messages of pregnancy here. So I don't know if that's what you're looking for. Again, it might not be directly related to you. This might be someone in your life. Maybe it's your best friend. Maybe it's your sister. Whoever. It doesn't matter. It's coming up in your energy for a reason. So do with it what you will. There's more avenues than just like what you're currently settling for, what you're trying to accomplish. So I mean, just throwing scenarios out there, adoption or in vitro or finding a donor or something like that. Like it's saying be more creative. And some of you, it feels like this ending is a cause of like the disappointment of something not taking, in which case it is saying this doesn't have to be a brutal ending. You may not have exhausted all your options yet. So the thing is, though, some of you already have wandering eyes, and for some of you, there may have been this is kind of a heavy message, so my sympathies, if this makes sense, like a miscarriage or something that really, again, it contributed to this feeling of just exhaustion in a relationship where, like, that didn't work, and, like, it sort of feels like we became different people, and you guys went through something major together. So, again, the same message is here. Spirit is saying, if you feel like you're no longer in this, don't put off the inevitable. It's okay to end it and chase your dreams and chase your passions. But for some of you, it's not a lost cause. And I mean, I don't mean to make that a contradiction. I am going to do another love message, by the way, because I know this is not for every Leo out there. I know this isn't a lot of your messages, but it seems very important. That's why I'm harping on it. So it's not a lost cause with your person if there's still love left in it. If this could also just mean like feeling like you've exhausted your options and not knowing where to turn. There is another avenue for you specifically regarding, what is that? Yeah, there's your card. Sorry, I didn't finish my sentence. Specifically regarding like fertility issues, I would dig deeper into that. At minimum, go consult a medical professional. That is not me. I don't read anything medical on my channel, but you know what I mean. So yeah, it's a mixed bag. For some of you, there's soulmate energy here. For some of you, this was a karmic relationship, meaning you were meant to come together, learn something, and then go your separate ways. There is no wrong answer, Leo. Ultimately, you kind of have to trust your gut and your intuition. But I will say for you Leos who are settling in a relationship where there's no love, but because of, I don't know, what will the neighbors say type vibes of getting a divorce, or especially for those who just started a family, it could be that some of you just got pregnant and you're also getting a divorce. Life is complicated. Shit happens. Pardon my French, but it's saying you have to trust your gut and to not settle. That's a really important message here. That's like the overriding theme for all the things I've been pulling up. So